his soul, watching the night come in from the window. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 VeVe Omi update video. Everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Bro hugs for everyone. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. God, we love Dashi so much. Anyway, so a couple of things to go over. A little recap on yesterday is that they have the class 5 tiles. You guys are looking a little cloudy. Let me go in. Fix that for you real quick. There we go, much better. So the class 5 tiles have been discovered by Earth 2 Meta. Earth 2 Meta deserves a medal for that. They deserve an award because they spent, I don't know, he probably spent like 10 or 12 hours going over the fact that saying, hey, we have the official numbers, which could be changed at any time, but as of right now, it's 1 to 100,000 are class 1, 100,000 to 300,000 are class 2, 300 to 600,000 are class 3, and class 4 is 600,000 to a million tiles. Anything after a million tiles is class 5. Now, in order to get to that class 5, you do have to have you have to spend about $200 plus million to get to that class 5. I don't think we're anywhere near that yet. We're definitely in class 4 in America, and I'm not sure anywhere else, but yeah, America, you have what, between 6 and 700,000 that were sold. And again, the prices are $50-something a tile now. When it gets to a million tiles, the prices are a little over $2,000 per tile. Not saying that people won't pay that, they definitely will. People will be able to pay that in the form of whether it's resources or, again, if it's a high traffic area, be able to go in and say, okay, I have no issue paying $2,000 because of the ad revenue, because of the foot traffic, or even if you don't have a game, even if you don't have a reason for multiple people to come in at once, and you have 1,000 visitors a day, whatever. If you just have a store, like an Etsy store, something that you could see like for skins for your avatar, skins for your pets, skins for your anything. I guarantee you, if you're good at marketing, you can be able to make that up probably in a couple of weeks. Like, you could definitely make that back within a month. Now, that's not including for your time. Time is definitely a lot different. It's valued differently for everyone. Let's say, for instance, VeVe. Now, VeVe, a lot of what people are upset with right now is that their new Batman drop is, well, the Batman drop is the 5th Batman drop that they've had so far. But they've needed to do that. They've needed to go and do this because they missed one in early May. They were supposed to do a Batman drop, or March, I think. Supposed to do a Batman drop. They didn't, so they had to make it up for it now. That being said, and speaking of May, they do have May 27th as a date for another first appearance, something that we've never seen before for VeVe. So that'll be pretty fun. But as far as time goes, some people just aren't going to waste their time to try to collect another Batman series. So this might be something that people are not as into as the first couple of Batman, the black and white. But that being said, just because you're not collecting it doesn't mean there aren't going to be flippers out there buying and ready to flip pretty much the next day. Or pretty much as soon as they get them, because they sell out in minutes. They sell out within an hour. And what you're going to notice with that is as soon as they sell out, you're going to see them on the marketplace. As long as the marketplace isn't down, because the marketplace does go down every once in a while, you'll be able to buy it, flip it. Again, that's on Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when they drop, and I'm very, very excited about it. Outside of that, in the title, we have tile art. Another recap, tile art is something that, again, right outside of E2 land, you have a sand shark tile art, which is great. Now, some tile art consists of advertising already, consists of Tesla, consists of EDM land. Like, I think there's something in Chaveztopia, and someone bought tiles to say EDM land, Yoko Loco, a bunch of these other things. I'm not sure if the big players do that, or if that's just what you want to bring to Megacity. Or, again, I don't think Elon Musk is in Earth 2 yet. But yeah, having multiple people spell Tesla with tiles is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. And outside of that, just based on the thumbnail, you saw, yes, for class 5 tiles, there is going to be something called base tiles. That's after that. Base tiles are going to probably receive their no land income tax. They're not going to be able to mine resources. I think the only thing you'll be able to do is just build on them. Now, that being said, there's got to be reasons to want to buy class 4 and class 5 tiles. It can't just be the fact that, okay, there are no more tiles left, so now I have to buy this. Although that's a fair point. You have, at some point, we have a limited amount of tiles that we can buy, and after that, tiles get locked. We're not going to be able to buy anymore after that. Now, are we going to be able to do that with just the couple 100,000 of us that there are now? Probably not. I mean, maybe we could if we put everything into it, but again, we want money for the rest of our lives. We want money to actually play the game and stuff. So when you have, again, tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars brought in because of us right now, that's not taking into account what you have with the tens of millions of people that aren't here yet. Again, you have something like Digimon, which hasn't really been relevant in years, but their game on Google Play Store has over 1 million downloads. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh, same thing, which hasn't really been relevant in a while, except for Duel Links. It's an app that has over 50 million downloads. Pokemon has over 100 million downloads, and that's just one thing. But you're going to be able to do multiple different things with this app, with the Earth 2 app. So to say that even only 1 million people is not a lot. China alone, this hasn't even been translated into other languages yet. It's all just English. China alone, 1% goes in. You have 10 million people, right? No, that's even more than that. 1%. 10% is 100 million, and then, okay, yeah, 10 million for 1%, which is a lot. Just for 1% of the country going to play this, which VR, they're going to be all over this. Again, South Korea, I told you, was booming. It's booming. So enough of me right now, enough of me monologuing, talking. Let me get to the questions here. Chris Carter says, hey. Alexander Matheson says, haven't been here in a while. How's Earth 2 going? Earth 2 is going very, very well. Shane actually had a couple tweets this morning, one of which was just saying, like, hey, we have basically just given us an update saying we've had the 5 CA agreement go through. We've just been very busy, and a lot of announcements are coming very soon. He actually mentioned 2 tweets this morning. I forget what they are right now. If anyone wants to go copy and paste them down in the comments below. They weren't like big breaking news or whatever, but there's a lot of love from me, a lot of love from Earth 2 Meta, a lot of love from everyone on that chat saying, they're basically saying we're okay, guys. That's pretty much what they're saying, which again, I enjoyed. Chris Carter says, love the videos at this time. Brilliant for me. Brilliant, Chris Carter. Yeah, I try to do, at night after Guidebook Gaming for my East Coast and West Coast peeps in America. And then I try to do it this time for my European folk, my European brethren. Alone says, yo, Randy, hope you're having a great day. As soon as you buy Omi from the money of the Pokemon cards, this will for sure be a big green candle, right? So do we have a name for the candle yet? That's true. So for those of you that don't know, if you look at the chart, if you look at it saying, okay, well, when it goes down, when it's red, you'll have a big block of red. That's a big sell block. And then when something buys, okay, you have a big green candle when someone bought an insane amount. Yes, 6 figures going into Omi at once will probably be a very big green candle. I don't call it Randall candle. I don't know, but yeah, that's something that's going to be exciting to watch. I have a candle named after me, pretty cool. And I guess anyone after that goes 6 figures, I'll name it something like Randall Candle Part 2, something along those lines. I'm very, very curious to see. I hope I can get it at this price. Honestly, I'm hoping I think the price might even go down from where it is right now, because you have, again, a Batman drop, which not many people are happy with. I mean, you have a bunch of people that are just like, okay, like the Omi bag holders, like us, like we're just like, whatever, man, like whatever, because everything they make, they sell out. Every single thing that they make, they sell out in minutes. It's not like they have, stuff sitting on the shelves from other drops, like, oh yeah, we'll put this at a discount just to get it off the shelves. No, every single thing they make, they sell out within an hour. It is ridiculous. So we don't care as Omi bag holders. That's going to burn a lot of Omi's at this price. But for the VeVe collectors, the actual NFT collectibles, you have a real issue, because Batman, this is the 5th drop. It's like, okay, can we get a little something more? And I understand that too. It's like, all right, Charizard has been like a seat rare in every set. Like, can we get something new? We love Charizard, but come on, something new, please. There's so many other characters to choose from, and they're right. There are so many other characters. If you were to end season 2 with Batman and end season 1 with Batman and start season 2 with Tokidoki, that would be really cool. But that's something I think you'll see less and less. But again, there's going to be a stretch of months when you don't see any Batman. Now that doesn't mean that you won't see any Batman characters, because they have Batman, they have Joker, they have Harley Quinn, they have all of DC. So it could be a Justice League thing, could be a Justice League Unlimited. Justice League by itself, not including the main 6, or 7? Alright, so Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that's the Trinity. Then you got Green Lantern, Flash, Hawkgirl, and John. Okay, so 7. But Justice League Unlimited, where you have so many other people, you have Zatanna, you have Green Arrow, you have just... But again, just the main 7, that's not including any of their, like, partners in crime, or that's probably the wrong word to say. That doesn't include any of the side characters. Batman has the Bat family. He's got Alfred. He's got Batgirl. He's got 3 different Robins. And he's got all of his enemies. And that's just Batman, not including Superman with his parents, or still living. I think in that cartoon he has his mom and dad. Yeah. Other times it's mostly just his mom, Lois Lane, and Jimmy the copy guy. There's a lot of different ways that they can go just in DC, not including DC Unlimited, which is Justice League so big. Yeah, moving on. Cool Sheet says, "Yo, R-Dog, I bought the dip again. You did it. Yes. I do not have a lot of money coming in, so I can't buy anymore. Until that card sells, I cannot buy anymore. So good for you. I wish I was there with you. Once that card sells, which hopefully is the end of this month. Oh my God. I'll have over 30 million OMI if that card sells and the price is still down here. And again, the price might drop because the VeVe guys are just like beside themselves. Like, oh, we want new product, and they don't get it. So come down, burn all that OMI, and let us get more. Lynn X says, "Hey, what up, Lynn X? How's it going?" Says, "OMI is trading very stable, which could mean the end of big falling. Of course, might fall more, but I don't think like it used to. Buying as much as I can." Yeah, same. And the good thing about it is, like, let's say like me, Investor Ali, Predict, Rayfax, I don't say what. Well, Investor, I think Alex. I think Alex and Investor Ali, they're big whales. So is Predict, I guess. But when we have that, like, we're not selling, like, we're not going to. So you have well over 100 or 200 million there. That's maybe 1/5 of a billion or 1/10 of a billion. That's just not selling. That's locked up. We are not selling. I said maybe if I need it. The only reason I would sell is really just for philanthropic reasons. Only reason I would sell is so I could buy, land and make conservation areas. Only reason. Outside of that, I have no need to sell. I would much rather sell Tesla before I sell this. Now, I don't want to sell Tesla in general, but if I needed to, let's say to live, let's say I ran out of money, let's say that $50,000 doesn't last me the year and a half that I'm thinking. Let's say it only lasts me, or I think it would probably last 2 years because I have, YouTube income, and then, yeah. Let's say it doesn't last me. So let's say it only lasts me a year. Okay, well, 2023, or it was 2021. So let's say by end of 2022, I have to liquidate 2 shares of Tesla each month. Okay, well that lasts for years. So yeah, we're good. I will not have to sell only for a while. I won't. I probably won't need to sell until when it reaches $1 mid 2020s. Yeah, that's fine. I'll sell at that point if it's $1 and I have like $30 million. I might sell $1 million worth, and that's it. Yeah. Zana says, "Hey Dashy, hey, what's going on?" Le Pepene says, "Hey Randy, what's going on? How's it going, guys?" Tori Jean Pascal says, "Hi all, hi Randy. I have the feeling I missed something about Dubai. Why is it the only country on Earth 2 surrounded by a blue line in the heat? We noticed that earlier, and we're not 100% sure why. Maybe it's because it was locked for so long, and that was like the most coveted place, like Dubai. When is, like, again, nobody really cares about like Iraq or these places where there's not a lot of, well, there's a lot of history in Iraq. I shouldn't say that. But as far as other countries go, Dubai was really one of the big ones. Dubai, I think Saudi Arabia, and then Israel. The Israel-Palestine area where you can buy Jerusalem. So Dubai, because it's one of like that richest cities in the world. But then you also have Saudi Arabia, which has so much oil, that provides so many people with oil. They're all rich over there. You can have somebody that in Kuwait, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, you could have a $200,000 sports car. You can have a ding on it. You could accidentally crash it into something, or a wheel pops off, whatever. They don't fix it over there. They just get a new one. Ah, that is the type of Oprah rich FU money that they have. So yeah, people are excited that for oil. Now for Israel, okay. And when I say oil, just the oil spots that they get, they're going to be able to go and trade that. It's going to make them very, very valuable. For Israel, that has one of the most holy spots in the world. It's been, Israel and Palestine, that's Jerusalem. And you even had that video like 7 or 8 years ago where no one can explain it to this day, where you have a light coming in from the sky, touch down on Jerusalem, and then shoot right back up. And everyone's like, what the fudge was that? Well, like people, from their hotels, it was a large thing, video evidence. Aliens is, I don't know what. But yeah, so Israel is going to be, or not even just Israel, just that Jerusalem spot is going to be one of the most coveted spots, more coveted than the Vatican, more coveted than anything that we've seen so far. That will sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Those spots. Mark my words. But yeah, so I don't know why Dubai was there. I don't know why they had that blue line on it. Again, if they have a blue line around anything else, maybe that's a place that they're testing. There's a break in the code. I don't know. The Pepene says, did you check Shane's latest tweets? I did this morning. I was kind of half asleep when I did. So if anyone wants to copy and paste them and post them down below, that'd be great. But it was just, he said something about 5CA and their 7-figure acquisition. And another one was about, hey guys, we're okay, we're good. And there's just a lot of love on the thread, which I like. Lynn X says, Dubai is not a country, and because UAE is divided into regions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So Dubai is the city. It's all part of the United Arab Emirates, and that's that might have been why they were surrounded by blue lines. Leon says, yo, what's up, homie? Howdy. Vittoria G. Pascal says, do you think other companies could buy the same license as VeVe? Are we sure they bought exclusivity for NFTs? So that's one of the bigger risks, actually, is that a company like Google, well, Google wouldn't do it. And actually, the brilliant thing about it, Apple wouldn't do it either, because this is an already established place. They already have amazing licenses, and Google and Apple already get 30% for doing nothing. Nothing. That's going to be a meme. Why they won't do it, which is brilliant that they did it this way, is because every single dollar that goes in, so I put in $100, I get 100 gems. Google takes 30% of that because I have a Android phone. If somebody has an iPhone, they put in $100. Apple gets 30% of that because they have an Apple phone, because it's on their Play stores, the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So Google and Apple, two of the biggest companies, which I would think would try to do it themselves, they're not doing it. They're not going to, because they already have a guaranteed stream of revenue here. Outside of that, who I would think that has the money to do it, to throw around, I would say maybe Facebook. Tesla is a bunch of startup companies, but they're not exactly one of those companies that might have NFTs. They're not going to go this broad with it. They just might launch their own, but they're not going to go this big with it. But yeah, I would say Facebook. Facebook's got a lot of money that could try to do that. But yeah, the big two, Google and Apple, aren't in that space. They're in it as far as they're getting money from it, but they're not in it as far as saying they're going to do their own. So I don't worry about that as much because of those two guys. And again, Google's already started ads, say with VeVe, just on their own. Like, I don't think VeVe has told them to start playing ads, but Google, it's a self-serving thing. Oh yeah, we're doing this for you, but it's really for us because they get 30%. So no, I'm not too worried about that. But the exclusivity for the NFTs, probably not. But again, in order to get a lot of these, you're probably going to need Alfred Kahn. So if someone wants to, I don't know how much VeVe's paying Alfred Kahn, but if someone wants to pay, let's say Amazon would be another one that might try to do it. Amazon spent $500 million to get the rights of Lord of the Rings so they could make a series on Amazon Prime for it. They did that. They bought all of these amazing writers, all these amazing producers, like spending Game of Thrones money on this Lord of the Rings series. You think that they won't do that for NFTs, which is the future, in my opinion. They probably would. So maybe if they decided to throw Alfred Kahn, hey, here's $10 million or $50 million or hell, $100 million, go buy him out of the contract with VeVe and try to get all these licenses. They could do that. They could spend $500 million. They could spend $1 billion on it. Because again, this is different than the actors that they have to pay on Prime. That's a big thing that they have to do with Lord of the Rings. But this, they don't have to set build. It's a lot of it's coding, a lot of it's programming. So yeah, they probably have no issue spending $1 billion on it. Because once they have it, and it starts making money right away. It's hard to quantify how much money Lord of the Rings is going to make them, because people already have Prime, people already have this, people already stream it somewhere else. Yeah, probably not going to make that. Maybe on licensing, they can make that. But anyway, as far as Africa, maybe Amazon might be the only one to try to do that, or Facebook, but Facebook would probably do it on their own. Xana says, I will build Xana land and everything will be Xana. Welcome to the Xana Club. Welcome to the Xana Show, everybody. Abdullah Kurbani says, I only have 12,000 Omi. Will I be a millionaire? Probably not. No, probably not. But definitely not with that. Even if it reaches $10, let's say by 2040 reaches $10, that's $120,000 you got there, which is, fine. That's that's a nice chunk of change. But yeah, no, that's definitely not. Investor Ali says, I sell my Omi when Dogecoin hits $100. All right, so that's probably a never. Let me know if you guys have any exit strategies, what you guys want to do as far as that goes. Because I mean, let's say if you have 1 million Omi, and when it reaches $1, well, I've never been a millionaire before, so that it's probably going to be hard to say no. At least, liquidating some, like, hey, let me get 100,000, let me pay off the house, let me get a car, let me live a little bit. That's okay. I wouldn't blame you for that. And I would have a lot of issues selling though, just because I know that where it's going. And if I sell now, then I'm probably robbing myself of potentially millions more in the future, because it'll double and triple again from there as the years go on. Lynn X says, that means never. Yeah, exactly. Midori Jean Pascal says, Dubai could be a kind of sanctum where no fight is allowed in Earth 2. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. You could have that. I mean, you could also be a part of the warring world, or you could not be part of the warring world. There are probably going to be places like, nope, no war here. Warring world is off. But again, that's just for people. You could probably have land where you yourself is not part of the warring world, but your land is used as part of the warring world. I could see that as well. Like, let's say if you have a plot of land that you want to rent out so people can duke it out, but you, like in your garden, it's like, no. Yeah, so I think the warring world will only be specific to your avatar, and you could be in the warring world where other people are warring and battling it out, and that would be a really cool spectator thing. Like, oh, I'm not a part of the warring world, I'm just here to look and view. That would actually, thinking about it now, being in that warring world where people are duking it out and you're just there, you're just filming it, getting that close-up view, different angles, that would actually be amazing, because all these are going to be recorded. So yeah, that would be really cool. I'm gonna try to do that, and that's another thing, another job that can be created that people will pay, that I will definitely pay for. They're like, okay, listen, kid, I'm in this warring world. We're gonna be here, and here. We're fighting these people, and you know what? I'm gonna give you $5, $10 an hour, whatever it is, to record the whole thing. And I don't care, man or woman, they're gonna pay the same. So suck on that, woke people. Just to record that whole thing. Because that's going to be great. I can't record maybe I can record myself a little bit from my computer screen or phone, whatever, but I'm not going to be able to get those angles that somebody else has. That is a brilliant freaking idea. Who the heck was that? That was Vittori Jean Pascal. Yeah, that's that spawned from your. Oh my God, that is beautiful. I didn't even think of that. Oh, That's all he says. Sorry to get political, but free Palestine. So for those that, and this is just I'm gonna pose on this one time, and then probably never again. Back in like the 50s, 1950s, Palestine had all this land, and Jerusalem was like this. And then over time, Jerusalem gets bigger, Palestine gets smaller, and yes, the governments are the one that, like again, not to say, because I have started with some IDF guys and they're pretty cool, but yeah, they don't like it's almost like they're second-class citizens to them. Like Palestine is second-class citizens to them. Like they don't let, they get the short end of the stick, like in the worst way. Now, granted, they do have a Palestine's a corrupt government, and they have this almost a terrorist government, but the citizens are paying the price, and it's almost been like genocide, where their land it just gets smaller and smaller every single year that they have, and so anyway, that's I don't think kids on both sides, I hope that they get taught, as a miracle happens, they get taught, hey, we should love each other, both descendants of the same people, we should just be happy. Everyone should just, I hate unnecessary death of civilians on both sides, and that's probably all I'll say about that. Investor Ali, my man. Brian Arsenal says, dude, I just showed my girlfriend that video of the UFO the other day. Right, Brian? Okay, so that is one. All right, so for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know what exactly the just YouTube like a Jerusalem UFO light or something like that, and it'll pop up, and it's just, oh my God. And even like a couple of news people, it was on a couple of news stations as well, saying like, well, why is a potentially UFO or light dropping down on the most holy spot in the world, and just, it's so cool. Xanatopia and Chaveztopia. Heck yeah, Xana. Brian Arsenal said, I'm so addicted to UFO stuff lately. Huh? Brian Arsenal, you gotta watch The Fourth Kind. So heckin' good. Nisa Games says, meow, brother, I didn't expect you this early. Meow, meow. All right, Nisa Games, I am here 10:15 Eastern Standard Time AM and 10:15 Eastern Standard Time PM. 12 hours apart. I stream twice a day for my family, for you guys. Really, because it's, I had so many people say like, hey, you should stream, and they're trying to get me to stream for the longest time. And then when I did it was fun. It was like, oh wow, live chats, live comments. So I don't. Again, I like responding to people's comments, like on a normal YouTube video, but that takes a lot of time during the day. But if I do it like on a stream, I feel like I can do it, like get it out of the way. I can really get my thoughts out, because when you're responding, via text on comments, it's a little hard to express your thoughts eloquently enough. Like hopefully what I'm thinking and what I'm writing match, and what somebody else is reading, and what they, there's no inflection in your voice in text. But you could do that. You could say that in over live. So I like that, and I feel like the bond gets closer between me and everyone else. And again, we're all here to try to. Well, I'm here to try to make as much money as possible. But again, we're all here. I'm a gamer at heart. I love games. I love Pokemon, so I love collecting things like VeVe. So yeah, when I streamed, I enjoyed it, and then a lot of people were saying, oh hey, in Europe, like I miss all these streams. I'm late because it's in Europe. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, let me do a European one. So kudos to them. Bait Maximo says, is the future VeVe will use only OMI? If they have unlimited gems, why would they use OMI? So gems are their stable coin. 1 gem will always equal $1. That's the stable part of it. But OMI is used when an NFT is like when gems are spent, OMI is burned, and when the OMI is burned, that's when the NFT gets to you. So it has to happen like that. Gems are unlimited because there's unlimited amount of dollars in the world, for the most part. I mean, you're not going to have $1 trillion go into this. Well, not right now. You're not going to have it, not at once, that people aren't going to spend. Again, as soon as they hand gems out, gems are pretty much spent the next day or the same day, and then it goes right back to them. So They have a very good. They don't even need a lot of gems because it gets to the people. People give it back to them when they spend them. So, yeah. But yeah, they'll still only use Omi. Chris Carr says, I think the only threats to VeVe would be Sony, PS, or Microsoft Xbox. Do the same. I mean, they could try, but again, they're more for video games. I would think Sony or not Sony, but Microsoft, they would probably be more of a threat to Earth too, just because they're in that video game thing, video game range. Sony's CEO, I don't think is really into VR, but Microsoft is. Again, Nintendo might be. Do they have the money to try their own things with NFTs? Sure, but I'm pretty sure that VeVe has licenses with Nintendo already, so they're not going to try to compete against themselves. I'm pretty sure that, again, for Microsoft, I don't know. Sony, I don't know. I don't think they have licenses yet. The only possible connection I could make with that is that, okay, well, Marvel has Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is also shared with Sony, so maybe that connection, but that's really reaching, and I don't even think that real thing right now. Oh, I missed the 30-minute Patreon shout out. Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dream? That is the Bengals. I love them. Bengals are so heckin' cool. Lynn X says, going to sell Omi on the day it goes on Binance because Omi will be pumped like every new coin on Binance after it dips. I'm buying more. That's going to be calculated risk. There's a chance that you're right, and there's a chance that you can make a butt ton of money with that. But there's also a chance that when it gets listed on Binance, it doesn't pump that day. There's a chance that it takes a couple days or even a week because a bunch of these big boy altcoin guys, big boy crypto guys, they're not there. They're not looking at the small cap. Like, this is a small cap. It's not even worth $1 billion right now. Not the company. The company's definitely worth more than that, but they're looking at the market cap of the coin. Anything that is under $1 billion market cap for that coin, they're probably not looking at. But again, as far as the big boys, as far as the big crypto guys, they're looking at like the top 100, anything that's over $1 billion. But these small market cap coins they're not looking at. Once it is listed on Binance, okay, yeah, then they'll go and say like, hey, what is this? What's it attached to? But it'll take them a couple of days in order to say like, okay, there's Omi, and they Google Omi, oh, Ecomi, all right, that kind of makes sense. And then, oh, VeVe app. So it'll take them a little while to go down the rabbit hole, and then guarantee it, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah. So probably take a couple of days after. Again, it's just my opinion. Unless VeVe starts advertising, unless they start doing stuff real quick. Again, expect to see a VeVe listing or an Omi listing on another exchange this month. It most likely will not be Binance. I'd put money that it's not Binance, but it will be it'll just be another exchange similar to what we have now. Music Game says, E2 Lone Wolves will be providing games and events like Olympics so guilds can put their champions to the test. Obviously, Winter Games will be held in Chaveztopia. Yeah, for those that don't know, in E2, Lone Wolves are just so legit. They have a Lone Wolf Tavern, they have Discord. It's just one of my favorite places to hang because it's so chill. It's not like, it has like 1 million people or 100,000 people that are always just blowing up the chat. Nah, you just go there and chill. But hey, what's everyone drinking tonight? What's everyone eating? You eating spare ribs? I'm getting pizza. Let's just chill. Let's relax. I love that place. Yeah. RH says, good morning. Good morning, RH. How's it going? Abdullah Kurbani says, don't let your tax dollars go to the oppressors. How can America and all first world countries expect the world to follow their example when they see such blatant hypocrisy? Yeah, so that's why I don't want to sell, because as soon as I sell, got to pay taxes on that. And hate my taxes going to the man. Yeah, the government is the biggest waste of, they waste so much tax dollars on stupid projects. Like, stupid project. It is ridiculous. Spending, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawn maintenance for the White House. Like, you don't need that. Trump hired a kid for like $10. Like, and then the kid just ignored him, and Trump's trying to talk to him. I was like, got a job to do, man. It was great. Zana says, Have a good day, Randy. Xana, back to work. Meow. Okay. Adios, Xana. You have a good one. Bye-bye, Dashi. Aw. Xana, you the best. Le Pepe Pene says, hey, Randy, would you say that most users on Earth 2 are from any particular region, USA? Yeah, I mean, most likely English-speaking countries, because it's not translated yet. So definitely in the West, you have USA and Canada. Canada, eh? Lots of countries in Europe, just because outside of England and Ireland and other, that most people in Europe do speak English, at least a little bit. Whether you go to Austria or Germany or, oh my God, my hip, I'm dying. Australia definitely, and then South Korea a little bit, and pretty much anywhere where U.S. has a base, you're gonna see that. So yeah. Freedy Mercury says, hello, Randy. Hello, chat. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Freedy Mercury. It's been a while. Nisa Game says, voice of an angel. Oh, thanks, guys. You're the best. I'm trying to get Dashy in there. There we go. Meanings Search says, wow, notice how quickly Earth 2 meta is catching up to your progress. Are you worried that he might have more influence than you? Not sure about his intention. His intentions seem pure. And yeah, I mean, he makes more videos. I'm more streaming now, just to answer people's questions. Which again, I think if I went back to one, I don't have time to make videos and to stream. Also, I do have to save my voice. But his intentions seem good. I do worry that he is pushing himself too hard. Sometimes when he first started his videos, it seemed like young and like ready to get him. And then over the last couple months, it's just been like seems very, very tired. So I do worry that he is pushing himself a little too much. But no, I love him. He's great. And if he surpasses me, great. I wish Earth 2 success. And if, let's say, some people don't like the way I present information, or they don't like me, and they say, oh, well, I don't really like Randy Chavez that much, but if Earth 2 meta, he's got a different way, and they just click with him, that's great, because you just want to grow the hobby. You just want Earth 2 to grow. And as far as Earth 2 meta goes, I'm actually, we run the same Reddit page, and the link down below is like for advanced players. There's an Earth 2 official Reddit page, but it's like the same questions over and over. But the Earth 2 meta page, or 2IO meta for Reddit, that's a little more for more advanced players that don't ask the same questions 40 times a day. So yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. The Penny says, Nisa Games. I said, oh yeah, I love it when all of my friends, like, they're over here and they're just talking to each other. They're awesome. Nisa Games says, remember to drop like peeps. #1 E2 content provider. Yeah, everyone, listen to Nisa Games and drop a like. Y'all are the best. Yay, Big Randy, good morning. Big hugs, bro. Say hi to Dashy, to the moon. Any thoughts on Shiba Coin? All right, so HG Rock Online says, any thoughts on Shiba Coin? Shiba Coin, they thought they had a whole bunch of Shiba burned, and then the guy said, actually, I don't have this burned. So he sold, like, I don't know how many millions or billions of Shiba that he sold when they thought was burned. He sold it and he donated that money to victims of COVID in, like, India, I think, which is great. I love philanthropy, but that was not good for Shiba Coin. Like, there is so much, there's so many different. Now there's just a lot more in the pool. There's a lot more Shiba coins that are in the float. It's just gonna be hard to buy back. So no, I don't really pay attention to Shiba, or I didn't pay. I paid attention to SafeMoon a little bit, but there might be opportunity there. But it's such a gamble. I can't in good conscience recommend anyone buy it, just because it's such a huge gamble, and most likely not going to go anywhere. On the off chance it does, then okay, well, yeah, you got it. Again, Elon Doge, Shiba, Biba is another one, BHIBA or something like that. There's new coins made every day, and I don't. Most of them aren't attached to anything. The fundamentals aren't there. Even with Doge, fundamentals aren't there right now. But you never underestimate a meme at large. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts. I'm not buying right now. Pepe Pene says, Randy, whatever happens to E2, I will remember you as the original E2 content creator, the one who gave me hope to invest in some tiles, no matter what happens in the future. That does mean a lot. And yeah, I like the way this feels. And I've even told people that have asked me, what happens if Earth 2 just never gets off the ground? What happens if it if it completes, but at the time, let's say it completes in 5 years from now, and there are 10 other places like it, and well, I'm gonna be like George Costanza. I'm gonna go down with the ship. Not that I expected to at all. I didn't put in all this money and all this time to a project that I think is gonna fail. But I still would like to see what would happen in that big open world. I still want to see. That'd be great if I was the only one there. Just like, oh wow, this is perfect. Be like, oh, that'd be actually really cool. If let's say a area that was once super popular. Well, this wouldn't be cool, but let's say an area that was once super popular, but then the owner, let's say, God forbid, they either pass away or the owner of those tiles they just unplug, and that'd be cool to go and reminisce at a place like all these people are here, and it'd be almost like a ghost town, almost like a travel and you see a town like, hey, this town isn't even on the map. There's like just to explore things would be really cool. And it might even be a little creepy if it's at night, if the wind is blowing, because again, there's going to be weather there. But yeah, no, I love Earth 2. I fully expected to go to the moon. And again, the crypto's not even out soon. News Game says, HG, you rock. Yeah, thanks guys. Y'all are the best. Bait Maximo says, did anyone notice everyone on the internet says not financial advice? Everyone, please, just give me someone who can give me financial advice. Well, technically, I am a financial advisor. I had hundreds of clients that I advised on actual business deals. Some of them were very small. Some of them, they were, all right, yeah, I'll get you 5-10 grand, something small. Some were getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some were that were worth, 8 and 9 figures. They were very, I loved all of them. Well, some people were very difficult to deal with, but when you make each other money, okay, you respect each other. If anyone's seen I Care About You or I Care a Lot with Peter Dinklage, he's talking with this woman that they tried to kill each other. And then, he says, okay, listen, I'll pay you off. Or we could go into business together. And she's like, how? How do we trust each other? And he says, if we make each other rich, the money will come. And that's 100% true. If you make each other rich, you have vested interest. Then you have a vested interest in that person staying alive, and that person thriving. You don't want that person to have problems, because if they have problems, then that puts everything into jeopardy. And Raypax with the $20 super chat saying, I have a meeting with my local museum curator to create an NFT exhibition. I'll be using some E2 NFT art in the venue if accepted. Wow, that's incredible. Wow, they really making that bridge between the Earth 1 and Earth 2. Obviously, me and Raythax, for those of you that don't know, have had that idea to put that in Chaveztopia, like an NFT museum inside of Chaveztopia, wherever. We haven't decided exactly where yet. Again, it spans 7 miles, so it's a big, large thing. But if you're talking to your local curator of your museum to create an NFT exhibition, maybe would they have like a thing in VR? Would they have a room in VR? Or would they have, because some people, what they do is they have a way to display it, like in a frame. They put in a frame and the NFT goes there. Again, we've had some artists do that as well, where they make the art, they put the art in an NFT, and then they burn their art, which is absolutely, I forget which artist did it, but you have that, you have actual NFTs of tweets. You have, again, that one guy from Singapore, I forget his name, but he's got over 9 figures worth of NFTs. He needs a place to put that. Now, putting that, yay, 10 likes. Now, for putting that someplace, I think Earth 2 would be the perfect place. Because VeVe said they want to cross over with other platforms, that should mean that, aside from just VeVe NFTs, they should also, backwards compatibility, be able to not just go to other people's platforms, but have other people's NFTs go to VeVe as well. So if you want to put it in your art room in the VeVeverse, if you want to take art from VeVe and put it in Earth 2, that's something that will happen years down the line. Something that I think Earth 2 can definitely benefit from. Yeah, so great idea right there. So moving on, where I forget where I was back here. Yeah, so Bait Maximo, as far as financial advice, I actually can. It's just, I don't know. I know their situation. I had years of tax returns with them. I knew their business model. I had profit and loss and balance sheets for them. And I knew their intentions as far as making money. I knew their habits, because 2 people could have the same exact it's pretty impossible. But they could have the same exact financials. They could have the same exact things. Average daily balance is going, but one could be a severe alcoholic, at where it does affect the work sometimes. One could be a functioning alcoholic or a functioning drug addict, and what that means is, like, I had this one client that he was a plumber, and he made a lot of money. He'd wake up 7 o'clock and go out, plumb for 10, 11 hours, whatever it is. After 7, 8 o'clock, he would go out to New York City, do a whole bunch of not good stuff, get back to his place at like 2, 3 in the morning, and then he would wake up and do it again. And when I say not good stuff, I mean not just alcohol and not just like a little bit of the devil's lettuce. I mean like hard stuff. And I was like, but again, that's a functioning. But then I had this other guy that it was in Minnesota, but just a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, you had no income these couple of days. We're just waiting on receivables. Like, nah, I just went on a bender and just needed a couple of days recovery. I was like, and we would laugh about it. But I would tell them different things, even though they had the same financials. Because if like a big holiday like Cinco de Mayo or 4th of July was coming up, it's like, okay, let me not give you money until after this holiday because you might blow it. But somebody else was like, all right, yeah, just please go to the doctor. So again, I had all that information on them. That's why I could give them financial advice. A lot of people here, I don't know people's names. Like I know people as Nizza Games. I know people as Patreon members. I know their names. But outside of that, yeah, it's hard because I don't have people's financials. Matt G going. Meaning Search says, I invite Meta to my secret chat of top leaders who can influence Earth 2 in a positive impact. And he says he always has secret chat already. I don't know who to trust. So Meaning Search, yeah, a lot of the top content creators definitely, like Ari Realty, Earth 2 Meta, Nameless, King Tech Ops, probably Bowl Combo, and even British Guy Dork Slayer have so many messages each day. Like there are so many people that they don't even say hello. They just message me and just message me the thing to their Discord or their Discord group or somebody else's Discord group. And the amount, like I can't join any more Discord groups just because I barely pay attention to the ones that I have now. But it's pretty insane. It's pretty the amount of people that maybe they have good intentions. Maybe a lot of people go and say like, hey, I have a good intention here. I think with your help, we can bring this to light and have even much better intention. And maybe they want to help. Great. But other people are just like, hey, join this. I think, you'd be a really good fit here, but they just want to grow their community. And they do that with all the big content creators. So it's a little hard to decipher. Yeah, I mean, it does make you feel wanted. It does feel pretty good. But then it's just like, oh, it's a little daunting. Meaning Start says, I want to create a coin that rule all other coins in Earth 2 for good. I need help. We can save Earth 2. Are you interested? No. So Meaning Search, and the reason why is because there's already a coin like that out there. There's somebody that said this is going to be the official Earth 2 coin, and I immediately made videos saying like, do not buy this coin. Do not put. I would not give those people $3. One, because it's riddled with spelling errors, and they made it seem like, oh, it could be the new Earth 2 coin. No, they have no idea how it works. So no, leave that to Earth 2. Please do not try to do that. It's just going to be a waste of time and waste of money. Leave that to Earth 2. As soon as they have their stuff, then you go and you buy theirs. That's just what I would do. That's just what I am doing. Yeah, I can't in good conscience tell anyone to buy another Earth 2 coin that's not going to be used. Chris Carter says, if E2 uses an existing crypto and you have no cash, would you sell some OMI to buy some? I would rather sell Pokemon cards. I would rather, because I've already sold Bitcoin to buy more OMI. I don't think I would sell OMI to buy, but Earth 2, I would probably sell Bitcoin. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. I'd probably sell Bitcoin for Earth 2 if I had zero cash. Oh my God, I need to stop buying other things right now so I have money so I don't have to sell anything else. Maybe even with Tesla, that is a big tax thing that I would have to pay. So I definitely don't want to do that. Again, Ray, thanks for that super chat. Means the world. But yeah, saying that local museum creator to create an NFT exhibition, and that's going to be a great way, if that's a success, which I imagine it will be, for them people, oh, what is Earth 2? To get people from Earth 1 into the Earth 2, into the game, into the hobby. And just so they could wonder and imagine, just so they can feel like, oh, this, just to get their creative juices flowing, that's something that would be amazing, that I can't wait. And he says, if accepted, let me know, Raythax. Let me know if they need a consult on that. If they need like, oh well, who's really going to do it? Well, I have a this business, the Chavez Trading Company. They're willing to sponsor it. Oh, also the Chavez Canto Project. They're interested in it as well. If you need some people to name drop, let me know. Let Pepene says, would you advise me to buy 750 tile plots now? I found some deals for less than $300 US, or shall I save my money for the next country release? It depends what you have going on. It depends how much money. I mean, 750 tile plot for $300 is that's guaranteed. Like, that's guaranteed you get that. There's no guarantee you get a 750 plot for the next country that opens, although you're probably going to get it. Even if you don't get it, that's about 40 something cents. You're probably going to get a tile plot 750 for less than that. You could probably get it for 25 cents or 30 cents. And if you can, great. Get it for as cheap as possible. But that's guaranteed right there, right now. I don't know if that's class 2 or class 3. Obviously, the higher class, the better. Usually, it's class 2. Now, there's a chance you get some big tiles in class 1. Probably not, because there's so much competition for it. But at the same time, I don't know. For me, bird in the hand, much better. That's just what I would do. I was like, okay, you know what? Bird in the hand. I can get 750 tiles for less than $300. Yeah, probably a good deal. So again, that's just what I would do. As I would take that. Evil Hung says, hello. How are you, Evil Hung? Reese Stewart says, hey, Randy, I don't have much money after losing my job recently, but want to invest. Should I go with E2 or OMI? Which is a better choice, do you think? Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Reese. I would make sure that bills are covered and you're not going to need money for 3 to 6 months for that. But if I'm just talking to someone else, let's say a kid that doesn't, let's say a kid lives with their parents and they don't have really any bills, and they have like, $20 to spend or $100 to spend. Okay, so I would split it, because I mean, for OMI, it depends on what they want. OMI is not exciting. You buy it and you hold. VeVe is exciting. VeVe, like the NFT, like that, what you do, what the drops are. OMI is just buying and holding. If they're patient and somebody is I just want to buy and hold just for the future, 5-10 years from now, buy OMI. But if you have time and you want to work a business, if you want to work something, buying tiles. And again, right now, we don't even have an Earth 2 crypto, which, again, I would totally buy that. We have $50, $100, even if it's $20. There's a kid that has $20, okay, buy a couple of tiles in Chaveztopia, link down below, and then the rest either save for a new country that's opening, or go to the marketplace, go to a country that's the tiles are only 50 cents or 60 cents, and then go to the marketplace and then buy those at a discount. And people are always selling those at discount. So I would do that, and then bring over those resources and those essence to Chaveztopia, because there's gonna be a lot of foot traffic there. So that's what I would say to a kid that had $20 or $50 or $100. If they're patient, let's say they're not creative, whatever, but they just want to buy and hold, buy OMI, again, because the Earth 2 crypto is not out right now. But if they do want to invest in Earth 2, that's what I would do. That's a good way to invest, in my opinion. HE Rock Online says, Niza, you rock. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love the love that goes on in the chats. How far away am I? Oh, only a couple minutes behind. Lynn X says, got my first money from work. I did video. Thanks to you. Chaveztopia video. Gave me attention notice. Oh, very good, Lynn. I'm glad Chaveztopia and everyone else can help with you making your dreams come true. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it. Shia LaBeouf. I love him. Curtain55 says, Class 1 is almost all over 70 cents. Now, probably each going to $1 in a month. Yeah, Class 1 tiles are very, very hard to get. They are not They are not easy, and that will continue to go up over time. Yeah, you know, I'd actually be curious to see. Like when I first was going to build a place in Antarctica for Chaveztopia, I before I had this deal with this guy Cameron, I was buying other class ones from only at like a 12% discount because like okay, well they're class ones and I'm gonna be buying these places anyway, so I bought them at a not a big of a discount, and then the place where I bought is not even where Chaveztopia was. You know, maybe I'll connect. You can probably connect them by EPL. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Connecting them by EPL is something that you can do, which is great. Lynn X says China's regulators say cryptocurrencies trading is disrupting the normal economic and financial order. Good. And why I say that is because you have other countries that just don't care about their citizens. All they care about is control over their citizens, and this is a great way to have financial freedom, to not be subject or not be beholden to a government that continuously prints money because they want votes, and then your money gets devalued for that. That's not fair. That's not right. No, take hold of your own money. Give you your own money, whether it's in Bitcoin. Again, it's the most stable one. That's the reserve for crypto. But then again, if you want Ethereum, if you want a little high risk, if you want something like OMI, which high risk to some people, but to me, I don't see it as high risk at all. I would not be putting 6 figures into OMI if I thought that there was more than a 10% chance that it would fail. I don't. I believe in that 100%. Well, 99 point. Nothing's ever 100%, but yeah, I don't foresee any. The only thing that I could foresee happening, because again, this is not high-end collectibles. These are collectibles that you can get for $10, $50, $100. Is that if we do have another black swan event similar to COVID, similar to whatever, where just big depression happens, not a lot of people are going to be buying these NFTs if a big depression happens and people can't afford rent and food. But if it's again, I don't see that. That kind of just happened, so it probably won't happen for a little while. Maybe like World War III breaks out, which again, former military here, there's a lot of cooperation between countries. Like even with U.S. and Russia, that sometimes maybe politicians don't like each other. Military members, yeah, we're chill with each other. We're chill, like, so not to give away anything, there were joint operations with another country in another country, where the countries that maybe on the whole surface, the media would have you believe that don't like each other. No, they get along great, and they had a common enemy. So yeah, that's fine. Most of these first world countries, the people like each other. It's the governments that are just like, So I put my faith in people. So I don't. But that normal economic financial order, yeah. By all means, go and buy Bitcoin. Go and buy all these things that disrupt everything. That's why I love it. Music Game says, one bright day, in the middle of the night, 2 dead men got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other. Mind blown. Meow. Was that the... I mean, that's what you did. That duels, back to back, walk like 6 or 10 paces, turn around, shoot. Will that happen in Chaveztopia? Will there be battlegrounds in Chaveztopia where there are going to be duels like that? Maybe. I'd like to see something like that. Obviously not permadeath, just something like, tasers or whatever. That'd be so cool if they'd feel it on you, like, oh god, shock. Chris Carter says, found some land on E2 called Platinum Essence 53354. What could that possibly mean? Nothing or something? Well, that reminds me of a zip code 53354, just because it's 5 numbers. Now, does it actually mean that? No. I mean, if we go try to translate into letters, that's ECCED, Excedrin. I don't know. ECCED. Because 5 is E, 3 is C, and 4 is D. Platinum essence. I don't know. Are there going to be different types of essence? Maybe there's going to be normal essence, platinum essence. Honestly, if you found that land, like that could be one of the things that has that's going to be a really good resource. So definitely, if you have that, hold on to it. If you see somebody that has it, try to buy it from them. I don't know why they would name it that, unless that's what their name. They named their if they named their property that, maybe. I'm not 100% sure why. All right, yeah, shout out to my Patreon members. If you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. I love her. Lynn X says, Twitter is going crazy right now after news from China. Can't tell exactly what is happening. Don't want to mislead. Did China ban crypto? What's happening with Bitcoin? I need to know. I need to know if I need to buy more. By the way, 11 years ago today, the famous pizza story. Oh my God. For those of you that don't know that story, somebody paid 22,000 Bitcoin for a pizza, or like 2 pizzas. Oh my God. I would, oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Buster Garrett says, Chris Carter, you can name land almost. Oh, okay, yeah. So somebody just named the land. I have a ton of land in Montenegro. I named it Diagon Alley because it's all that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's really creative, Busters. Credit 5 says, I'm invested in ADA, Matic, Harmony, Dot, BNB, Stacks, Algorand, XLM, New World Currency. Out of those, I know of Cardano, Matic, Dot. Is that Polkadot? Binance, BNB is Binance Coin, right? I haven't heard of the others, but yeah, diversify. Jishu Das says, when will we get resources? I don't know. Probably before the end of the year. Buster's Got Artist says, and be careful on Marketplace. I found land called XXXX Class 1, but it was not Class 1, but Class 2. Still a fair price, so I bought it and renamed it Class 2. Good on you, Busters. Good on you. Says, oh, and I'm Marconi on E2. Very, very good, Marconi. So I have to go check out this crypto thing, why Twitter's going crazy on China. I'll definitely be live again tonight at 10:15 after I so 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. As far as any other, I bought 2 tiles for $1.70. Nice. As far as anything else goes, I won't be. Maybe I'll make another video today. I saw old Crystal Stroud, a horror video. I'm trying to think of how to, what to read or what to tell. Anyway, guys, I love you all. My voice is killing me. I have to go. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Thank you, Ray Thatch, for that super chat. That means the world. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. I need food.